It was quiet for a period of time, and all of a sudden it exploded to a whole bunch of tweets and information coming out at one standing.
I like Tyler Johnson, but he's not changing the look of this franchise, not at all.
Tyler Johnson has one of the most stunning contracts in NBA history. It was a poison pill contract, backloaded. He makes $20 million next year.
Hold on. $20 million for the next season he makes?
He makes $19 million this year, and he makes $20 million next year.
Hey, I need a trainer somewhere in Houston.
We just asked you if you want to get back and play.
We got news, ladies and gentlemen. Otto Porter warming up a bit ago, when then things get awkward because he's just been sent to Chicago. The Wizards in return get Jabari Parker, Bobby Portis, and a 2023 second-round pick.
The Wizards also sent Markieff Morris to the Pelicans. In return, Wesley Johnson went to D.C. Notably not involved, that guy named Anthony Davis. It took 3 teams to get him on Shumpert to the Rockets. Follow the flow chart on this one. Also involved the Cavaliers. Got Marquise Chris in a first-round pick from Houston, and the Kings got Alec Burks. LeBron was mad last night, too, because the Mavericks, who'd been working on a trade for Harrison Barnes, actually agreed to a deal during the game last night. And guess what? Barnes was playing in that game. Right off the top of our show, I have to thank the Pelicans and the Bucks for doing this for us. I got to use the trade crank right away. Brian, sending Nico Mirotic back up there to the Bucks seems like a fantastic deal for them.
An absolutely grand slam deal for the Bucks.
With Mirotic and these other guys, because they're already a great three-point shooting team, he just adds to that. He adds to that for a guy that can penetrate to the defense and make plays. I agree. This puts them up there with the Torontos and the Bostons.
We opened this show with the Milwaukee Bucks news, and Ramona, I said, hey, this feels like an arms race in the East.
Exactly
The pressure is on Toronto now after Philadelphia and Milwaukee. Please explain what this will do for the Raptors.
Well, I mean, he is an upgrade at the center position there, and I think they are in a situation, and I'm enjoying sitting back and watching these teams in the East. Finally, we have an arms race in the East, right? Philly makes their move early, then we see Milwaukee, then we see Toronto here, and Boston, where you at, Boston?
I just don't think it puts them in the conversation. It made them better with Milwaukee or Philly. I like those 2 teams over Toronto, even with this trade.
Now they have moved Avery Bradley to Memphis. I'm going to do it again just because it's fun to do it again. Scotty, do you think I'm going to electrocute Brian? Let's find out.
Sensational trade by the Clippers. Not only do they pick up 2, we just saw Doc Rivers this morning come out and say, I know you think we just traded our best player, but we're not tanking. We want to make the playoffs. I know I rolled my eyes.
A hallway trade. I'm hitting the crank. The Clippers are trading Mike Muscala, who they just got, to the Lakers for Michael Beasley and Zubac, who's had such a nice little run for them lately.
It's a step forward for the Lakers and also an indication that they've moved beyond Anthony Davis.
Yeah, that was my thing about the Lakers. Like, they were so gung-ho on trying to get Anthony Davis. Like, make some of these other little small moves to improve your team, like the Milwaukee Bucks did with Mirotic. I mean, that's a really big move for them. And I felt like the Lakers could have done the same thing.
I love it. Markelle Fultz is on his way to your Orlando Magic.
What?
I don't have any details yet in my ear, but what do you think of the fact that Philadelphia has finally decided the Markelle Fultz experiment is over for them?
Listen, he washed his hands with Philly. Hopefully we could get a guy that's humble and can be healthy and be the #1 pick that, we thought he would be coming out of Washington. His upside, if he is healthy, can be something that we were lacking in Orlando. We need a point guard down there. I think this guy has tremendous talent. His head has to be right. And I'm excited for him to get a fresh start because he needs to get out of that situation. It was just bad from the start.
Saw a bunch of teams clearing a roster spot today. Right. That is because, again, one window closes, the other one opens. We are now in buyout season. This is going to be a huge storyline, not just in the next hour while we're still on TV, but in the next day after that and the day after that.